Hey, welcome back, Special Tech fans. In this week's video, we're going to be doing a video on my personal lawnmower. But before we get into it, I want to say, if you didn't watch last week's video about the Echo String Trimmer, go watch that. That was a good video. So now let's get into it. This is my personal lawnmower, my 1991 John Deere STX 38. Now I got this thing for completely free off of a good person of mine, but now without quite a few catches. So let's get to the first catch. First problem with it, and it's also going to be a video on why you should buy an old mower, something like this, instead of a new one. We'll get to that at the end. But first, the battery. The battery in here was from 2006. It's 20 years old. I've proven no good battery from the Husqvarna. This is not the battery, by the way. This is a battery replaced later. But if you didn't watch a Husqvarna video, this is kind of going to be a part 2 to the Husqvarna video. So yeah, put that battery in it. The thing cranked, but it would not start. So I popped the air cleaner off, which is just this little bolt right here. Put some premix in it, started off on that, but it wouldn't stay running. So this is the carburetor. Had to take that off, clean out the fuel inlet and the main jet, and now it started. And it started. But another problem with this thing I noticed, immediately after I got this thing running, said it smoked all over the place. Is that because this is whoever did the oil change back this thing all the way out, and oil went all over the lawn tractor. So I cleaned that the best I could, and also, second reason why it's smoking, there is an ever so slight seep on the valve cover. I didn't know that, so I'm going to have to fix that sometime. And also a few other things. This had a fuel leak from here, so I cut that back, put this on, and that completely fixed it. There's also an oil leak coming from here, the dipstick tube. So I had to replace the seal on that, and that completely fixed it. And also another problem is that deck belt, if you can't see that too well, that's the deck belt right there, literally turned into spaghetti when I was mowing the creek with it. To replace the belt on this is actually a 2-belt system. So this is your primary belt. See, it's held on by tension. This is your PTO that goes, I don't know if you can see that too well, but it goes to this pulley back here. And there's like a jack shaft thingy that goes down to it. There's actually a second belt right here that drives the deck. And that belt broke. And after, I will put up the part number on the belts if you want to get one of these for your own mower if they broke, or your own STX 38. So yeah, to replace the belt on that is an absolute nightmare. So you actually have to release this tensioner. I'm going to go ahead and drop the deck for you guys. There you go. You have to drop this. This here is your tensioner. Pull that. You can actually take the primary belt off. Then you got to take off these 4 things on here. Then you can drop the deck. And you got to take that top pulley off. And there's another thing. There's a bracket you got to move out of the way order to get to that. Then you can put the belt on and get it back on. For me, it took me about 3 hours. This was my first time doing it. So now, the other thing after that, also another problem, these front tires are completely shot. Got to replace them, but these are not an immediate problem right now, so I'll fix that sometime in the future. And back to the battery. The Husqvarna battery is 5 years old, so had to replace it with a brand new battery. This is an Everstart U1. These are not sponsored, by the way, but these are batteries I use. They're cheap, they work, no problems with them. So that's about all the problems with this old lawn tractor. So now let's get into the actual specifications. This has a, let me go around to show you guys. This has the Kohler Command 12.5 horse single cylinder. This is a single cylinder air-cooled overhead valve carbureted gasoline engine, 398 cc. I've heard these online. These engines are very, very reliable. So we better hope that tested the name. After this, we will do a demonstration, and then after that, I'm going to tell you why you should buy an old mower instead of a new one. And that engine goes for a 5-speed manual transmission with a separate clutch and brake. I like that. This is a 5-speed with reverse. This is before all the mowing reverse stuff, by the way. This is your deck raise and lower. This has that aforementioned 38-inch deck with the 2-belt system. This thing's from 1991. This thing actually has electronic PTO. That's really cool. Your ignition switch. Your steering wheel. This is manual steering, not power steering. This is your throttle. And this is all the way up is choke. Your battery lives under the seat. This does not have a safety switch. This was before all that stuff. This has like I think this is a 1.25 gallon gas tank. This does not have a fuel gauge. It's just a regular plastic gas cap. Basic, reliable fuel shutoff valve. I don't think that was factory to this. And surprisingly on this old mower, the hood is not completely destroyed. It's all good. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's all the things to say about it. So let's get into the cutting demonstration and driving demonstration. I'm going to run for all the gears. So let's get into it. So this is the cutting demonstration of a John Deere STX 38. Let's get into it. So that is the cutting and driving demonstration of the John Deere. Alright, the other minute was the cutting demonstration. Now I'm going to tell you why you should buy one of these old mowers instead of a new one. But before I get into that, this is the primary belt model number if you want to get one of these for yourself if yours broke. And this is the secondary belt part number. Alright, I'm going to tell you why. Say if you're on a budget like me, if you want a cheap mower, so you go on Facebook Marketplace, find something like this, John Deere or any old mower, pick it up for $500. I would recommend getting one that at least runs. But if you're a mechanic, if you know how to do stuff, go chance getting a non-running one like I did. Go put like $200, $300 into it for parts, and you still got a mower, and you got a good mower for less than $1,000. That's built better and it's going to last longer, unlike the new mowers you could get at big box stores, especially with a gear drive transmission. Most of them now, it's got that stupid K46 transmissions are notoriously known for blowing up. That's what happened to the Husqvarna. It blew up. Alright, that's about all I got for this video. See y'all's next week's video. See y'all's next time. Get out!